People feel like if you're going to make reparations to somebody for something that happened, 100 years ago, you're going to be taking it from me today. And I don't want to give up what's mine.
Reparations are targeted initiatives, such as payments, preferential treatment, or other benefits that are intended to repair harm against a group of people. Reparations are a form of redistributive justice, an action that is intended to share money more fairly between rich and poor people. But whatever social justice buzzword you hear, all of these terms are describing socialism, the set of beliefs that all people are equal and should share equally in a country's money, and that our government's political system should be based on these beliefs. As United Way CEO Angela Williams just shared, she and the United Way believe that redistributing the resources and opportunities you've earned to people that she and other socialists believe deserve it more than you is the right thing to do. They call that equity. The United Way Worldwide even has a toolkit to ensure that every local United Way and the agencies they fund complies with their radical socialist agenda. So get ready to practice equity daily, whether you believe in it or not. The United Way believes that you need to change your mission and values to match their radical socialist agenda. This is a classic socialist technique called entryism. Entryism is a Marxist strategy in which activists secretly invade a group to change its principles and plans. The United Way is utilizing this entryism strategy by getting local agencies to focus explicitly on race, equity, and inclusion because they believe that focusing on their socialist ideology will enable these nonprofits to better carry out their missions more effectively. The United Way is intentionally changing the narrative around how local agencies help people in their communities. The radical equity agenda shifts the narrative from individual stories to collective stories. This radicalized narrative also describes how your community organized to respond and protest. The United Way claims that even reporting on disparities and outcomes can reinforce a narrative of the need to fix broken people or broken communities, unless the data are accompanied by a narrative that explains how structural barriers created the conditions for the disparities to exist in the first place. That's the textbook definition of propaganda, emphasizing one way of looking at facts to influence people's opinions. This divisive ideology is also the focus of the United Way's 21-day race equity challenges. Developed by self-proclaimed diversity experts, this brainwashing program helps individuals learn how bias, privilege, and oppression show up in our work and our lives. If you're a free-thinking individual who doesn't want to support the United Way's radical socialist agenda, then don't give them your hard-earned money. Kindly refuse to participate in United Way fundraisers at your workplace, even if they coerce you with prizes, food, or other incentives. Tell your friends, family, and colleagues about the United Way socialist agenda either in person or by sharing these videos on your social media. Discourage the people you know from donating to, campaigning for, or volunteering with the United Way. If you want to make a real difference in your community, then donate your valuable time and hard-earned money to organizations that you trust. But don't pay the United Way.